I'm really not sure what I want to eat for dinner, but these are some of my options here. Yep, there's some of my options. Anyway, in the refrigerator, we have, I don't know, 80 boiled eggs. Oh, I found three more. And here's a baggie with some eggs in it that I'm going to take to work with me tonight because I like to take boiled eggs to work. We boiled these eggs last night. There's a big container load of them. So what I ended up with, hopefully the camera's set correctly, but what I ended up with is rice. There's rice on the bottom. I guess ground beef that's mixed up with corn, carrots, broccoli, onions, celery, maybe a few spices. A few spices and everything nices. This is an old laptop, pretty old laptop. Anyway, HP Pavilion G series from way back. I probably had this laptop 15 years, 14, yeah, maybe. But anyway, it's slow. Darn thing is so slow. Um, I've got an external hard drive connected to it, and I went into the settings, and in there, you can actually set memory settings to be able to use a portion of your hard drive as extended memory, right? So if the memory that's built into your laptop just doesn't get it, right? Then you can allocate a portion of your external hard drive or the internal hard drive to act as memory, right? So it's extended memory, um, which really helps your older laptops and even on a lot of your computers. Um, even servers do that, right? To be able to operate much more efficiently. And these hard drives here are, the type that have the disk that spins. But if you get what is called an SSI or something like that, I forget what it's called, but it's the solid state integrated circuit memory that acts as hard drives, that acts as a drive, and you have one of those as your external hard drive, right? Man, that memory is like that. It's like bam, 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 fast. Um, like like you allocate a portion of that as your extended memory in addition to your built-in memory. So if you replaced in one of these old laptops, if you replace the internal hard drive with the the drives that have no moving parts, right? And you attach an external hard drive that has no moving parts. It's just integrated circuits that are memory, right? It's fast, really fast. It really helps these things to become not obsolete, I guess you could say. So I have not done that with this laptop. I really want to. Um, this laptop is old. It's got too much stuff on it. The software is bloated because of the updates over time, and it's just bogged down. So if I wanted to make this laptop a much more efficient laptop, then I would do exactly what I said. I would replace the internal hard drive with, you know, the one that has no moving parts as integrated uh, circuitry, memory circuitry, and an external hard drive, and allocate a portion of each one of those as extended memory to my built-in memory. And I would upgrade my internal memory the best that I could. Um, and then I would just get rid of Windows. I would just get rid of the Windows operating system, and I would load either Unix, Linux, or FreeBSD on here. There's many different flavors of Linux if you wanted to do that. But for me, I think, because in the past I have actually worked as a Unix system administrator, a Linux system administrator, and also FreeBSD system administrator, Solaris system administrator. I've done all kinds of stuff throughout my career. I had Windows on this because Windows is what was on it when we purchased it a long time ago, and I just never veered away from it on this. But I do have a laptop that's even twice as old as this, that's sitting over elsewhere, that I do have like an external, what do they call it? Thumb drive, I guess you could say, that just plugs into the side, and I boot it up, and whenever I boot it up, I tell it to boot off of that thumb drive, and it loads a version of Linux on here, or not on this one, but on the other one. I could bring it over here and do it on this one, but I've just never done that on this one. I just get on this one periodically, and the reason I haven't done it on here is because I share this one with other people as well, and a lot of people just don't have it in their mind to become familiar with other operating systems like, Linux, right? Nobody would want, I mean, they say the people that use Linux is a small set of individuals, people who are I don't know what you would call them, say like some people have even referred to it as cultish. But for me, in my career in the background, I always tend to stay away from the Windows environment, the Windows operating system and all that, stuff. Because I focused on, and I was a command line guru, right? Command line interface, meaning I would go, remote into a device or connect via a cable and bring up a little piece of software that would allow me to log into that device at the command line. So as a command line jockey, I guess you could say, just be able to throw in my commands and watch the screen and see things fly by, and just see things like that and be able to pick out odds and ends. So I did that with Linux. I did it with Unix, FreeBSD. And I do have some FreeBSD software that's kind of old. I don't know which version it is, but I've got it in a box over elsewhere. That I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with that, and I'm going to refamiliarize myself with FreeBSD, and maybe even bring myself up to the current versions to be able to learn what's changed over the years, and kind of build myself a server based on that. But I think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to post those videos on this YouTube channel. I think I'm going to post them on another YouTube channel. I think I might need another YouTube channel, one that's a little more technology focused, one that's more, say, get in the nitty-gritty of tearing things apart and putting them back together type of YouTube channel. Maybe even a channel where, I don't know, I just kind of find some cool stuff I've got and talk about it. But anyway, I need to eat, and I'm going to log into this, and I'm going to look at some stuff. And then after I do that, I'm going to go to bed so that I can get some sleep before I have to get up tonight and go to work. Where's my coffee? Where's my coffee? I can't believe I don't have a cup of coffee.